it's not so much a fun story anymore. This is absolutely a team that could win the AFC South.
Yeah, no, it's this is an extremely fun team. I think, as we both know, momentum is an incredibly powerful thing in the NFL, and now they've won three straight. They've won four of their last five. CJ Stroud has continued to stack these games. I know the last couple times I've been on, I talked about kind of how I was concerned about the run game and the consistency of it. But these last couple games, they've had 100-yard rusher in Devin Singletary. They hadn't previously had 100-yard rusher all season. And the defense, what we're starting to see under DeMeco Ryan, start to find its groove a little bit. They had three straight fourth down stops to close out the Cardinals game last week, which was closer than I know that they had wanted. But yeah, I think it's kind of beyond CJ right now. I think everyone is starting to kind of get their groove on. And these receivers, him and Tank Dell, I think they have one of the best quarterback wide receiver chemistries like in the league. And it's just quite incredible, like how quickly they've done it. Two rookies coming in. So yeah, I mean, this is kind of more than just like a kind of a surprise thing. This just seems to be who the Texans are at this point.
That's exactly where I wanted to go next. I remember it was week 3, and I mean, look, I'll readily admit it. I don't think this was a very sexy matchup heading into the season. I mean, maybe interesting because CJ Stroud is the number 2 overall pick and DeMeco Ryans is there, but this isn't a Texans team that we had high hopes for. Week 3, they go to Jacksonville and they crush the Jags. And the biggest part of it for me, the Jags are rallying. They've scored some points in the second half. It looks like they're going to cut it close at the end. And CJ Stroud uncorks a 68-yard bomb to Tank Dell. And at the time, it was like, okay, rookie, like who is this guy? What do we got going on here? And here we are now. Tank Dell is a top 20 receiver in the NFL. You mentioned how quickly they've developed this chemistry. What, if anything, has been the key to that with these two young guys just catching fire so early in their careers?
Yeah, I think for one, like they have a genuine friendship. Like they're like legit brothers. Like they're kind of like Tank Dell is attached at CJ's hip. It seems like whenever CJ is kind of making these I guess public appearances, so to speak. Like I can remember a couple weeks ago when CJ was at the Houston Texans game. He was like shooting the free throw at halftime, and Tank Dell was like the one Texan player that was with him. Like these guys are incredibly close, and it goes back to the draft process. I know that they had developed a relationship in the spring, and after the Texans drafted CJ, I know that Tank hit up CJ and was like, make sure I'm coming too, like something along those lines. And Tank Dell, of course, starred at the University of Houston, so I know he wanted to play for the Texans. But yeah, I think it really stems just like I think when you're close to a guy off the field, you can really see that reap rewards, pay dividends on the field. And I think CJ and Tank, this is a perfect example of that. And they just seem to have like that special connection, right? Like even when plays break down, like scramble drill type situations, CJ knows Tank Dell is going to get himself open, like kind of off script type stuff. That was even the case on, I think it was Tank's 30 or 40-yard touchdown grab in the Cardinals game. It was that same sort of situation, scramble drill, and they were able to kind of connect for that big score. So I think really the relationship off the field is really fueled kind of this connection that they have on it.